good morning, my powerful YouTube family. Good morning, good morning. We have sunlight, well, overcast a little. It's supposed to be raining today, but I always say no matter what the weather looks like, there's always sunshine in our hearts. And yesterday I went live. I did a live video. We had over 700 views on the video, which was very, very impressive. I'm very thankful for very thankful. And so in that live, I talked about not doing a GoFundMe because we have Shansen that would have sent donations to help get things done. My people, Lord Jesus have mercy. After the live done, me get my husband share some video footage with me and some picture. My heart just, it was tough to see what Springfield looks like. And so I had a little meeting, and the family decided that I should do a GoFundMe. I'm going to share some of the footage. I might get in trouble, but I don't care. Because there's a person there that you'll see cutting down, and he came all the way from Kingston, and he's a nephew, and was up there just trying, God Almighty, trying to clean up some things and get some things going. I chose to help Springfield because that's where my families are. That's my husband's family, and I grew up in the area. As you all know, that's where Granny lived, and I grew up in that area. And so I decided that we can get some things to them because they don't have the means to get into the areas where the aid is going to be dropped first. We know people in the town areas are going to be able to have access to that, and then you have others who might be able to start bringing out into the communities. But up in Springfield, it's past Wyeth Falls and go up, into the hills there. So I feel like if I can get some funds to them directly, to the nephew who is able to, he was up in there, he navigated the way when everybody was saying this block, that block. He found a way to get up in there with all of the debris and all the destruction. He was able to get there and to start helping the best way he could. So I know he will be able to transport water and some rice and some, because they'll build their fires outdoor. A lot of them didn't have stoves in the houses. So I know they won't have a problem building up their little fires and cooking something to eat. Crackers and sugar and tea bags and, because, the place is flat. You'll see the videos. You'll see the church. I share it on the GoFundMe. I'm going to drop the link for the GoFundMe. You'll see the church that I started going to as a little child, standing tall up there. I shared the video in the post and on the community page entitled Springfield. And you saw the church, grand, beautiful little house on the hilltop, little church, and it's gone. So you know that all around, you'll see the drone shot where everything is just, houses look like shells. You'll see a pink house up in the part there. Beautiful home it was. Every window gone, everything gone. Shell. So today, I'll talk about Springfield, the forgotten hills of St. Elizabeth. So again, guys, you know that I'm Miss Bev. Actually, it's Beverly, and a lot of you call me Miss Bev from Miss Bev's Productions. Good morning.
You busy?
What is happening?
No, it's just for Friday. I didn't see you when I passed.
Oh, you didn't see me on Friday?
Yeah.
I am here. You passed?
Yeah.
You took your test on Friday?
I was here when you were talking with us. I was there.
Oh my goodness.
The board exam.
The board exam,
Yeah,
so you're good to go to work.
Yeah.
And so you rang the bell.
I didn't Friday, but I think.
But they rang it, and
yeah.
that. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
And Barbados is proud of you. I know your mom is happy, and as you get ready to head it out there, just do your best as you know how to. You worked hard and it happened. And so I appreciate that. I came here and I see so many, and I felt good to connect with all of you, and that you can come in and you connected well with me, and I like what I'm seeing. So go do what you got to do. Light your candle, girl, and do well. You know what your job ethics are, and how to deport yourself out there, and you'll make it. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
All right. Take care, yes. So today I come to you guys with something close to my heart. There's a small community, as I say to you, in St. Elizabeth called Springfield, a humble, very rural place where life is hard and help will be slow to get there. After the recent storm, things have been rough. Houses are damaged, crops are gone, people, everything is flattened. And help. And many can't even get to town to collect relief if relief supplies are there. They simply don't have the transportation or the means to go fight in the sun hut to get a box of stuff or then to lug it home again. And so, like so many times before, they're going to be waiting and waiting and waiting. But this time, guys, we will not let them wait alone. That is why I've started the GoFundMe to help bring food, water, hygiene items, and basic building supplies. I'm praying that we collect enough. My children will be donating. My niece, she promised to donate. My sister always supported. My brother, all of us will be donating. And so that these things will get directly to them who are in need up there. Every dollar, every share, every kind thought, guys, it helps. Last night I shared the GoFundMe on my WhatsApp, and oftentimes not many respond, but I still share it and ask them to share it, and I am grateful for whatever I receive. This morning, though, last night as soon as I shared it, my director jumped on board, and he was the first donor. And he sent $50. $50 can do much. It can buy something. This morning I got up, and the nurse from my former school, she donated. And a faithful person on my channel, every video she's present, she donated. And she says, I want to stay anonymous. And she said, it's not much, but it can do. But I don't want you ever to think that. Because every penny will be treated like $1 million. Every bit. Sometimes we're afraid to give, but we're afraid because it's not a lot. But remember the widow's mite. Those stories are shared in the Bible for a reason. They're shared to let us know that no matter how small it is, that we can give to help people who are needier than we are, then God blesses it. So I will be personally coordinating the effort, guys, ensuring supplies reach your families who cannot travel. You'll see updates like I always do. I'm very transparent. Photos and videos, because transparency matters to me. All the things that I've done, and I've collected your funds, the soup kitchen built, everything that we have done. Kayla's support for school. She was in school. She was picked up, dropped off, and you supported me with the process, and we got it done until the last day school closed. Support for the teachers. Support for so much we have done together. And you have seen where your monies have gone. Springfield may be rural, but it's filled with proud, hard-working people. My sister-in-law was a farmer. She got up, she planted her sheen, her gungo, her sorrel, you name it, yam, potato, she planted. And to see the devastation, my heart aches. So then we're not lazy people begging for anything. This is my first time asking for support for them. And I'm just asking you if you can hear my voice. Whether you're visiting or you just subscribe, welcome to the new subscribers. I saw that new people subscribed yesterday during the live video. I thank all of you and welcome to the MBP family. Again, I say Springfield. It may be rural. Some of you may have never heard of Springfield. But it's right there where Wyers Falls is, and you navigate up through the hills, and Springfield is right up there. I grew up there. Everybody who knows Sakuli, her name is Alice Stewart. That's who raised me when my father died, when I was 2 years old. I got my schooling right there at the Springfield All-Age School. And I went to that church that you'll see destroyed. I went there in my formative years. So Springfield may be rural again, but it's filled with proud, hard-working people, farmers, elders, and children with dreams. They deserve to know that someone sees them. They also deserve hope. So I'm asking from one heart to another. Please donate if you can, and help me remind them that love still reaches the hills. So I'm going to be dropping the link. Trending will help me with the editing so that the link will be there so you could go to the GoFundMe and donate whatever you can. It will be appreciated. It breaks my heart because those are places that I've walked. I know that we see the devastation all around, and you cry when you hear the interviews and know what people went through. But when it comes to a place that was your stomping ground, houses that you ate dinner in, it really killed me. Places that you sat and chatted, and I remembered one year when I was home for Christmas and Donnie's mom was alive then, and they killed the goat, and I sat in the kitchen and I got my knife and I was helping to scrape, and I remember his mom was saying, "No, you don't need to do that. No, burn up your hand." And I said, "No, it's okay. This is the life I grew up with. I'm not better than. I'll never be better than." And today I saw that house split in two, and it touched me. But I give thanks for life, that nobody is injured, that everybody is okay. But it's tough. It's like, when years and years and years ago, when you hear about people having cancer, you hear it and you're sorry, you sympathize, but until it got into your house, until it hit my family, then you understand it, but you understand it more then. You understand it more. when it touches you. And so this poem, I'll say it for Springfield. In the quiet hills of Springfield, hearts still hope for brighter days after nights of wind and rain. Though the road is rough and winding and help comes slow, it is true. Together, love will find a way and hope will bloom anew. So if your heart feels moved today, reach out, extend your hand. Extend your hand, for every gift of love we give brings healing to the land. So from my heart to yours, one love, one care, together we'll rise. Springfield, we're there. So again, as I say, my people, I will post the link for the GoFundMe. And whatever you can do to support, I'm just asking you to support unselfishly. I've supported so many over the years, and as I always say, you support, you can't look back to them for support because they needed the support. But we know that God promised that when you bless others, then He'll open doors of blessings when your time comes. And I've proved it over and over again that His words are true. And I will say it again and again. Don't ever be ashamed of doing good. This morning one of my colleagues came in and just always checking up on me, and she stopped in this morning and said how things are going, and I showed her the pictures and the videos, and right away she says, oh my God, I don't have much, but I have to donate. I have to give something. Might be small, but I have to give. And I gave her the phone, and she transferred the GoFundMe to herself, and she promised to give. So as I said, we started out, my goal is that we could make 20,000 US. It's an unrealistic goal, but with God, all things are possible. All things are possible. Because I figured by the time you get some sheets of zinc to replenish and, and to go around and to make sure, even if we could do 10 people or so, and to help replace furniture, those people were never lavish. They were just enough and they'll be satisfied. To help give back a fan to cool them off in the boiling sun. The heat is not normal in Jamaica anymore. It's not normal. So little things I would like to see happen, And so to just help replace some of the things that washed away in the bushes up there and destroyed by water with no water. Once water comes in, beds are wet. The next thing is mold. And we know we cannot inhale mold because it damages the lungs. So whatever we can do to help them, I just would like, if we collect enough, you go, GoFundMe says start at 1,300, and then we can keep adding as people donate. But we'll start at 1,300, and 1,300, I see it as maybe to go up there and buy some crackers and sardine, flour and sugar, and some rice, a lot of rice. People don't mind eating rice and butter, rice and sardine in these hard times. They just need to be able to stop the hunger. So some basic things like that. Was nothing fancy. We're not buying meat because they don't have things, any electricity or anything. But we want stuff that will serve for a while. And I know those people will pinch every little thing so it could serve. So once we reach whatever, we'll get it out and get it up there. And then we'll continue so we can help them to replace what was lost. My friend who said to clap, when you clap, I clapped and it didn't work. So these are sensors. When it feels that no one is in the room, they shut the lights off. So they're not clap on, clap off. They are real sensors sitting right there. But it's not close enough to me. Usually they put the tables where you could just wave your hand and that movement would bring the light back. But I found the way of throwing a pen, hits the papers on the wall, and it comes back on. So make it a great day by choice, my people, as you go forth. Let's give thanks. Let's continue to pray one for another. Pray for those who have been affected. Pray for Springfield. Call it by name and ask God to open doors of blessings for Springfield. Springfield, we know that as it relates to politics is what it is in Jamaica, full of politics. You know that they'll go in and they'll help those who voted for their party, and the others will sit there and suck salt through a wooden spoon. And so we want to do our part, no matter how small it is, that we want to do it to the glory of God. Again, I say, don't be ashamed of doing good. Don't talk about you don't want your right and know what your left hand know. A lot of times the kind things we have done, it encourages others to follow suit. Some people work hard for their money, and I've helped different people in their lives who squandered it and wasted it, and they make up their minds not to do good anymore, not to give the hard-earned money to people. But I see people who have said, Miss Bev, thank you. I read a comment last night from one of you, my diehard sisters, who have been so supportive, so encouraging. And you said it in your comment, Miss Bev, you helped me to become. Because I remember when Kayla, and when she donated, she said to me, thank you for giving me a chance to be a blessing to somebody. And so, if I had been quiet about taking in this little orphan girl, if I just said, no, I don't want anybody to know what I do, how would so many of you become blessed? How much could so many of you receive blessings from God? We got to let it know. Let your light shine before men, so they'll see your good works and glorify God. So they'll see your good works and do good to glorify God which is in heaven. Doing good and glorifying God is not to say, oh God, da, da, da. It's that glorifying God is that you see what I do, you follow suit, you help somebody, and God is glorified. Because that's what he said we should do, to go out there and help those who are in need. Help the fatherless, help the widow. Go out there and do it. And the little we do for one of them, we have done it unto him. Make it a great day, my people. Much love to all of you.
So this is the part to go up by my house. Everybody house gone. Everybody house top. So as you reach, you have to just get to work. You have the whole of this to clear to reach up top. You can see my house from this distance. You can see the house top gone up there, but everything come down here, so zinc everything. Zinc are like missile. My next house down there, so everything gone. Not even the one I zinc down there.